At least 6 Republicans who attended the January 6th rally in Washington, D.C., that turned into a deadly insurrection were elected to office Tuesday. Three were elected to state legislatures, and 3 won positions at the local level. Although most have claimed they didn't breach the U.S. Capitol on that day, all were participants in the demonstration leading up to the attack, standing alongside extremists to take part in the finale of a months-long anti-democratic campaign to falsely claim that then-President Donald Trump hadn't really lost the 2020 election. Their victories on Tuesday are a possible sign of things to come, HuffPost previously identified at 57 state and local GOP officials who attended the January 6th rally, many of whom will be up for re-election, and will likely keep office next year. That these candidates enjoy the support of the wider Republican Party and are winning elections does not bode well for American democracy, showing that one of the country's major political parties, despite some initial gestures at being horrified by the events of January 6, is almost completely unrepentant over its role in fomenting the historic attack on the Capitol. Among the January 6 attendees who won office on Tuesday were 2 Republicans re-elected to the Virginia House of Delegates, Dave LaRock and John McGuire. Earlier this year, LaRock, responding to criticism from a black elected official about his role in the insurrection, said the official should focus on the needs of the colored community. He later apologized for the comment. McGuire won his seat despite his Democratic opponent unearthing a photo showing him standing near men in paramilitary gear confronting police on January 6. McGuire had previously claimed he hadn't heard of the violence at the U.S. Capitol until returning home. The news, he said, had shocked and horrified him. Marie March, a restaurant owner who bragged in a campaign advertisement about her attendance at the January 6 Stop the Steal rally and who in a since-deleted Facebook post warned of a coming civil war in which she would be willing to fight and die for both her family and small businesses, also won a seat in the Virginia House of Delegates on Tuesday. In city councils across the country, January 6 rally attendee Natalie Jangler won a seat in Nampa, Idaho, and Christine Need, who did not enter the Capitol building and later wrote a Facebook post falsely blaming the violence on Antifa and other anarchists, won a seat in Watchung, New Jersey. Susan Soloway, who helped organize a bus to transport Trump supporters to the January 6 rally, won re-election to the Hunterdon County, New Jersey, Board of Directors. Soloway attended the rally and later posted on Facebook a selfie outside of the Capitol, which she later deleted. She claims not to have entered the building, and to have turned over footage she took at the riot to the FBI. At least 2 races involving January 6 attendees are still undecided. Charles Osberger is still waiting to hear whether he's won a seat on the City Council of Mansfield, Connecticut, and Monica Manthey is still awaiting results in her race to join the Annapolis, Maryland, City Council. "I'm not a crazy insurrectionist person," Manthey, who attended the rally but claimed she didn't enter the Capitol building on January 6, insisted to HuffPost on Wednesday morning. Asked if the riot made her rethink her support of Trump, Manthey replied, "I never rethought my support." Elsewhere across the country, at least 5 January 6 attendees were defeated at the ballot box. In Virginia, two candidates, Maureen Brody and Philip Hamilton, lost their bids to join the House of Delegates. Steve Lynch, who pushed debunked conspiracy theories that the siege of the Capitol was a false flag event carried out by leftists, lost his race for county executive in Northampton County, Pennsylvania. Incumbent TJ Wunderlich, who said he got pretty darn close to where the door is at the Capitol but was unaware until later that night that anyone had breached the building, was defeated in his quest for another term in the Mason, Ohio, City Council. And Edward Durfee Jr., a member of the far-right militia the Oath Keepers, a group heavily implicated in the violence on January 6, lost a race for a seat in the New Jersey General Assembly. Durfee, who previously told BuzzFeed News he did not storm the Capitol but was working as security for the Oath Keepers, currently heads up the Republican Party in North Vale, New Jersey.